What's up, guys? Welcome back to Bourbon Blind. I'm Kyle.
I'm Aaron.
Right now, we're doing the Whiskey Advent Calendar. We're over halfway through, day 14. So
you know what that means, right?
What does that mean?
You have 10 days to get that Christmas stuff done and make it happen in whatever way you need to do that. Shopping, decorating, cookies, whatever. Drinking more bourbon. Christmas is coming. Anywho, back to tonight. We're on day number 14, and Kyle is going to carefully not show anyone the labels. Because after all, if you're new to our channel and you're just now seeing this, normally we drink everything blind. I usually pour the bottles, and Kyle and a guest usually drinks it and tells you what you think. And then tells you how much you're willing to pay without that hype of the label. But because it's Advent and it's Christmas time, and Kyle's got this beautiful Drinks by the Dram Advent Bourbon Calendar, we decided to do something a little bit different this month. And instead of just putting content out every Friday, we are putting content out every single day. And it's been impressive.
It's been a roller coaster.
I don't do the editing, so I can only imagine. So cheers.
So, nice color on
Beautiful color.
Good nose.
Interesting nose. Okay, either my glass is dirty or I'm getting pine. I'm getting pine.
It's not your glass.
It is pine. We have pine. It's a new smell. I smell like I've just walked through like a Christmas tree farm. And I don't know if I'm happy about that in my bourbon.
It has this like crazy floral
pine.
Yeah. Aspect to it.
What the hell is this?
I don't know. There's some good things in there, though.
If I could get past the pine.
Pine Sol.
No, it does not smell like pine Sol. It is definitely better than pine Sol. If it smelled like pine Sol, I'd be scared. I'm intrigued. I'm still scared, but I'm not scared to drink it. I'm like thinking I'm going to die, but I am scared that it's not going to taste right.
Some sweetness in there, but...
Yeah, but it's mostly floral and pine.
We'll try this.
Cheers.
Cheers.
A lot of pine on the front end.
A lot of pine on the finish.
There's a little bit of sweetness and caramel in between.
There is. I'm intrigued by it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No, like I don't want to write it off. It's just different.
Yeah. This is weird.
I'm going back in.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you get some caramel and some vanilla in the in-betweens. Mm-hmm. I really switched it around in my mouth and tried to coat my tongue with it. And
that second sip definitely has a lot more sweetness to it.
Yeah.
Than the first one.
Well, you got to get past the shock of walking through a forest and you're tasting pine. Like, I'm sorry. I probably have said pine now more times than I've said it in like the past 3 months. But this is the weirdest flavor I've ever had. And it's not off-putting. And it's not bad, but it's weird.
It's like it's still definitely that floral piney on the nose, but on the palate, like after that first sip, a lot more of that sweetness is showing through. And
I'm gonna say this is a young bourbon. I mean, the color's beautiful, but
more of that sweetness. It's even got some oakiness to it. And
I'm not getting oak. The back end is more, now that I'm on my third sip, the back end's a little more, the back end's a little more, there's a couple little drops. The back end's more standard bourbon flavors, but it took 3 really well coatings of my tongue to get past that.
Yeah. I'd say I'm in this
25, 20, maybe.
I was going to say 40.
Wow. That's high praise.
Like, it's just different. I don't find it off-putting.
I think it's a little too different for me. I like tried and true flavors. I like when I drink my bourbon to...
Maybe something you'd have to be in the mood for?
I think it's something that I'd have to have a couple more times before I could even get used to the flavor profile of it.
Well,
however, I will remember it. I mean, that's one thing that I have a hard time when you get those standard bourbon flavors. It's like, okay, is it better or is it worse than other bourbon? This is something I'm going to be like, that bottle's off. It's a little weird. So let's do this.
Okay.
Whoa.
Maker's 46.
What?
Yep. 47%. So 94 proof. Maker's 46.
Tastes like pine.
Finished with French oak staves. And
maybe the French oak? I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe they accidentally got their woods mixed up. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be in at $40, which I think is about retail. So, yeah, to each their own. I will say I do like Maker's 46 a lot better than the standard Maker's Mark. So
I don't like this sampling of Maker's 46. I'll have to see if do we have any more of this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try our Makers at some point and figure out if this Maker's tasted so piney, because that's a flavor that I will not forget. That's what we had tonight is definitely unforgettable. So that's cool.
So we just went and grabbed this out of the cabinet and tasted it against that because I don't remember it tasting like that. And
it doesn't.
This is definitely a whole lot better.
This is a lot better than Maker's Mark. This is really yummy.
So maybe it was something with the sample bottle. Maybe it's something with their export only. Is their Maker's 46 for export is different?
I'm having some more of this. This is worth the $40.
Yeah, that's
that all day long.
I'd even be like $60 on that. That's delicious.
Very good.
So
see, what I love about this is I don't know what the prices are, so I don't have that hype. The hype of the label does not exist for me.
Yep.
All right, till tomorrow, noon central. Check us out. We'll be doing this bourbon calendar for another 10 days, and can't wait to get done on the. Are we done on the 24th or 25th? 24th.
24th.
So Christmas Eve, last one, and then we'll be back to our regularly tuned programming.
Every single day.
Yep. It's a lot of bourbon.
It is. So, until tomorrow, noon central, cheers and drink wine.
And Merry Christmas.